Hi, and welcome to Digital Tech Reviews and Tips, guys. Today I'm going to be showing you what I thought was the essential accessories for a new GoPro camera. So yeah, I have my GoPro Hero 3 Plus that I just bought, and I looked online and read a lot of reviews, read a lot of stuff, and decided what I thought I would need for accessories. And this might not be what you need necessarily, depending on your use. If you're a surfer, you need the surf mount, for example. If you're going to be doing a lot of time lapses or something, you might want like a rotating egg dial to get some cool effect or something. Just think about what you're going to be using it for. Buy some stuff. Don't buy a ton of stuff. And then when you see you need things, then you go buy more things after you start using the actual camera. So yeah, let me get right to it. Unfortunately, I'm not unboxing this stuff. I really wish I was, but I did a take with it, and my camera didn't like it. I'm using my phone and it froze up, didn't save the file, so that's okay, guys. I have all the stuff sitting here. I'll walk you through it, tell you all about them, and it'll save some time anyways. So yeah, this is all for my new GoPro Hero 3 Plus, like I said, and everything here, by the way, links are all down below to the products that I mentioned. So I'll start off with the case that I got. It's called the POV Case. I just googled Amazon actually, GoPro cases, and I came up with this case because after doing a lot of looking and comparing models, it seemed like for the price, it's a hard case. So it's not like hard, but yeah, it's not like plastic hard, but it's not mushy. So it has some protection for your camera, and you can see inside it has foam already cut. A lot of other cases I was looking at didn't have it already cut, and I didn't want to have to go through the process of cutting it to fit. I'm not a very much DIY guy. I'm not very good at it. I wish I was, but I'm just not good at it. So I went with this case. It was $39. They also sell an extra small version for $30 and a large version for $40 or for $45 or $50, something like that. It's more expensive and different colors and stuff. Check it out. It looks cool. If you're paying $200 to $400 for a camera, it's good to get something that's going to protect it and all the gear that you get for it. Next thing I'm going to go to is the batteries. As you can see here, these are not GoPro batteries, and in fact they are an aftermarket brand called Wasabi. If you've bought any other in your previous past, you bought any other camera batteries, like for your DSLR or really anything, they make tons of other aftermarket batteries. They're the biggest brand by far, and in that sense they're also the most reliable. So yeah, I have used them for my DSLR and camcorder. I looked online and really it came down to price for me. These were $24. You get 2 batteries, a charger, a European adapter, and a DC cigarette lighter charger, all for $24, whereas you would have to pay like $18 or more for one GoPro battery. No charger, no nothing. So, you have to choose if you want quantity or quality as in the GoPro, and you don't necessarily know. Some people have said these are almost better than the GoPro battery. So yeah, those are the batteries that I chose. And even though they improved the battery on the GoPro Hero 3 Plus, it is a good idea to get backup batteries just so you can, if you're shooting all day, you don't have to wait for charging batteries. Next, I went with a tripod from Joby, or Joby, I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, a tripod is a very essential thing. I have a big tripod that I use for my other shooting, but I really wanted something small, versatile, this very flexible, so you can put it on a pole or something, grip it to a bike, whatever you want to do, so you can get that shot that you need. I've always been wanting one of these, and I decided to go with Joby's. Even though they are more expensive because they're like the first people who developed this, they are more reliable. You can get this same kind of model for about $12. I paid $36, I think it was, maybe $40. It's in that price range. And this one can hold up to 6.6 pounds, so I can use it for my DSLR, but you can get them smaller. However, I would be careful about getting them too small and too light, because then they don't actually work really much as a tripod. They don't, because they're too flimsy really, I found. But this one, it'll definitely be able to handle the light weight of the GoPro. So yeah, so far it feels very nice. Feels like it's going to be able to hold its form, and I can't wait to start using it, really. All these things, this video, after this, I'm going to be out shooting with my GoPro, so check down links below to see some video, or subscribe to my channel. Actually, check out my channel for time lapses and other stuff. Anyways, back to the stuff. Here I have the head mount. See, it's elastic, so it can fit, and you can adjust the size. It has some rubber in here for grip, so it doesn't slide off your head. And I really like this one because I've seen a lot of videos online where people use it for like the first person view. You know, if you're whatever you're doing, you can pretty much put this on your head and it makes it look cool. Like you could just be digging a hole to bury someone in. No, not that. No. No, but I mean pretty much anything, you know, and it gives it like that video game first person view. And yeah, it's just a nice option. And it's also, you know, it is like elastic, so you can use it for other things. But you could move this aside, put it around a leg. I don't know. Get creative with the mounts, really. You know, and this one ran me $9. There is another version that has a clip that comes off that's more expensive. I didn't think I'd need it, so I went with this cheaper one. I think it was also back ordered when I went, but it should be good now. Another thing I got, an essential thing if you're buying a tripod or have a tripod that you plan to use, is a tripod mount for your GoPro. You see it has the 1/4 inch adapter right here. It screws on. I didn't get the quick release mount because I figured, you know, I'd just be using mainly this tripod, so I could just leave it on and move the GoPro on and off. But if you're going to be moving it around, it's probably a good idea to get a quick release mount so you can just slide the GoPro off, change batteries or do whatever, slide it back in. You know, I might upgrade to that in the future, but for now I went with this model. It was $5 as opposed to like $15, so it's a little cost saving there. This stuff right in this area is called the door cover and lens cover kit, basically. It was $20. What you get is this lens protector for when you take the GoPro out of its little waterproof protected case, and it will go over the lens so you don't scratch it. It's always nice, saves your camera. Also, it comes with this lens cover, which they don't actually include with it, which is a very good thing to have, you know, because if you throw it in your bag or wherever, you're not going to scratch the actual outside case, which is, you don't want to scratch really either. And it comes with a lens cover for the actual camera itself, so again, if you take it out of the case, you can cover the lens. And this one's for filming through, obviously, because it's clear. It also, the two other things are the door covers. Comes with one for your USB, HDMI, micro SD, and one for your battery. So in case you lose it, and I already almost lost my this little cover here, my other one that I have, I almost lost it, so it's definitely a worthwhile investment. Finally, the last thing, and I already have it in the camera itself, if I can open it, is the micro SD card. Now, to clear it up for you, if you're a little confused about what that is, a micro SD card is like a smaller version of what you use in your camera, which is usually an SD card or a memory card. See how big that is? Now, if I pop this little baby card out of the camera, it's so small. You see, obviously, this would be very hard to fit in there. It's almost like the width of the camera already. So they had to go with something smaller, and this is definitely smaller. So you can tell it's probably like 1/4 of the size of that, of the regular SD card. So yeah, just make sure it's a micro SD card. The reason I have this is I clicked on the wrong product. I had this in my cart and I switched out because I thought it was a cheaper price, but sending it back. Amazon's good with returns. And so yeah, just make sure you get a micro SD card. Also make sure that it is on GoPro's approved list of SD cards, which means it has a fast enough read and write speed to handle the amount of data that your GoPro camera is, because it's a very intensive camera when it comes to data, because it's a high megabytes per second for recording. So yeah, this one was $67, but their ones on their site, are the Lexar ones, are $70. So you're going to pay about that much for a 64 and about like $50 for a 32 gigabyte. So choose whatever one you want. I want 64 for extra battery and for extra security for recording. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you have any questions down below. Sorry this video was kind of weird. I wish I'd had my camera working right or phone working right and that I could capture the unboxing, but hey, I hope this works. Subscribe, comments down below, Facebook, Twitter. ask me if you want me to review your product, if you make a GoPro product, and maybe also if you are interested in a product, hit me up and maybe I'll be able to review it for you. So yeah, that's about it. Peace out, guys, and have a nice day.